Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you how to make Sandy from Spongebob. I will be making her exactly the way you see her. To let you know the colors, I'll be using your purple jelly for her skirt, which is a removable skirt, and her bikini top. There are approximately 26 bands. For the dark brown color, I will be using about 90 bands, which are from your Rainbow Loom skin tone bag, in the lighter color too as well. There are about 36 bands. I'll be using a single pink band for her nose and 2 white bands for her teeth and 2 black bands for her eyelashes. I will be using the 9mm pony beads for her eyes. If you don't have those, you can use 2 black and 2 white. I am going to use One Loom, and our loom is going to be in its original position with the arrows facing down. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to do the body parts and show you how to attach. Now for her skirt, I am going to show you how to do 2 of the pieces, and you're going to pause the video to make a total of 4 more, so you have a total of 6. Very simple. You're just going to go down the loom anywhere you'd really like to go. We need 3 spots. So taking a single, you're going to go down once, and now taking a double, and then taking double again. So it's single, double, and double. Now take a single, and you're going to cap the end 3 times. So this would be 1, 2, and 3. Grabbing your hook, you're going to loop up, reaching in and go forward. Removing off the loom, and I'm just storing these at the side of my loom, at the bottom. We're going to do this one more time. Grab a single and go down once, double, and again double. Single, double, and double. Grabbing a single, cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. And now loop up, reaching in. I only grabbed 1. And removing off the loom. So pause the video and make 4 more. Now I'm going to show you how to close off the skirt. So we're going to grab one of the pieces, and you should have just 2 loops around your hook. I am going to get comfortable first. I'm going to grab one end and attach it to my top peg in the center, and the other end I'm going to pull down to the second peg going down on the left. I'm going to grab another one and do the same thing on the right. So sliding 1 loop on the top peg in the center and the other loop on the second peg going down on the right. This is what it should look like. Now grabbing another one, I'm going to go down on the left, placing one of the loops on the second peg going down on the left, and the other one loop on your third peg going down. We're going to do the same thing on the right, grabbing another one, 1 loop on your second peg, and the other loop on your third peg going down. Grabbing another one. I'm going to go from the left down to the 5th peg in the center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to slide this on and give it a stretch down to the center. Grabbing another one. And on the same thing on the right. So 3rd peg, 1 loop, the next loop, on your 5th peg going down. Please check this is what you should have. I'm going to take a single and I'm going to cap the end in the middle 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. And now I'm ready to loop up. So I'm just going to reach in at the bottom, grabbing my top single band, which is going to the right, give it a stretch, and loop up. Reach back in on grabbing the next single, and it's going to the left. Now you're just going to loop up. So I'm going to go on the right and loop up 1 and then 2. Reaching in on the left, so which is your 3rd peg going down, grab that single and loop up 1 and loop up the next one. And now we just need a single band, and we're going to do a slip knot at the top. So reaching in, grabbing the band, grabbing both ends, and sliding over and doing a knot. You can remove off the loom. And put that to the side till we're ready to use. Now we're going to do her arm. Very basic. I'm going to use my dark brown color here, and I'm going to use double bands, and I'm going to go down the right 5 times. We're going to do one together, and you're going to pause the video to make another one. So double bands 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a single and cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Grabbing your hook and just loop up. And removing off the loom and place to the side, or if you have an extra hook, or I'm going to use the bottom of my loom. So please pause the video to make another one. Now we're going to do her body. So I'm going to start off with the darker brown color, and I'm going to use 3 for her neck and go down once in the center. Now for her shoulder area, I'm going to go from the center down to the right using double bands. On the left side, double bands from the center down to the 2nd peg. Now I'm going to go down once on the right with my dark color bands, and I'm going to go down once on the left, double bands, and once in the center. Now on the right and the left, I'm going to start her bikini top. So I'm going to use my purple jelly, and I'm going to use double and go down once on the right and once on the left. Now switching back to my dark color bands, I'm going to go down twice on the right and twice on the left. On the left. And now I want to close this off. So double bands of my dark color from the center up to the right, and then center, I'm going to push down, center up to the left. Now in the center, I am going to use my lighter color, double bands, and I'm going to go down 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. At the bottom, to finish it off, I'm just going to switch to double bands of my dark color. So push the bands down. And now I am just going to cap the bottom here in the middle 3 times using a single band. So 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to grab the arms now, and I'm going to attach this on the left, on the 2nd peg at the shoulder area, and the other arm on the right. Now I'm going to use holding bands, and I'm going to use a single, and I'm going to do triangle. The color that I will be using is my dark brown color, and I'm going to use that all the way down. So you can choose the colors that you would like. You really don't see anything through. So I am just going to use my dark color and go down 4 times triangle bands. Now I'm going to push my bands down, and I'm going to switch to my purple jelly for her bikini top, and I'm going to go down on the 4th peg, so counting from the center, 1, 2, 3, and 4. At this 4th peg, I'm going to use double bands, and I'm going to go from that center up to the right. Grabbing 2 more bands, I'm going to go push down from the center up to the left. Double bands in my purple again. Center, down to your 4th peg going down on the right. And the same thing on the left, 4th peg going down. Just push it down again. So you should have like an X in the center. Now we're gonna do her leg area. And for her leg, I went down 5 times using double bands, and the 6th time is 3 bands. I just like the way that her foot bent using 3 bands, so it's your choice. So I'm gonna go down 5 times using double, my dark color bands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. In the last area is where I'll be using 3 bands. It's totally up to you. And a single band, I'm going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to do that on the left. Double bands, go down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm just going to take 3 bands now to do the foot and go down once. And then a single, I'm going to cap the end 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Now we're ready to loop up. So grab your hook, and I'm going to go in the center first just to loop up this section, and this section. And then we'll do the legs. So reaching in the center, grabbing your top 2 bands, which are going towards the middle. I only grabbed 1 and 2. And now grabbing your next 2, which are going to the left if you placed your bands like I did. Reaching back in and grabbing the next 2, which are going to the right. Now I'm just going to do the legs on both sides. So reaching in. And now on the right. Now when you have the leg area done, we are going to loop up twice in the center. So these bands, and stop there. So reaching in the center, go up 1 and 2. Now I'm going to go twice on the right up and then twice on the left up. So reaching in on the right, go up 1 and then 2. Don't grab that holding band. Now on the left, reaching in where our legs meet the body, and go up 1, holding band out of the way, and 2. Now you're going to go in the center where you finish looping, and you're going to grab the top 2 bands, the purple or whatever color you're using for the bikini, grab the top 2, and you're going to loop down to the left. My band came off, sorry. Back in the center, grabbing the next 2 bands, and they're going down to your left. Now I'm going to loop up my next 2 bands, double bands here of my bikini color. So reaching in on the right and loop up once. You're going to go on the left and loop up once. And then you're going to go to the middle and grab your bikini color, the top 2 bands, and loop up to the left, grabbing the next 2, and they should be going to the right. Now I'm going to reach in on the right and loop up to the next, so just 2 sections. So reaching in, moving that holding band out of the way, and go up 1 and 2. Now on the left, 1 and 2. Now we're going to finish off the center, but I want you to be very careful that you need to loop up so you don't miss a loop. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So at your 4th peg, that's where you should be to looping, and go up 1 and 2. Now you want to loop up the neck bands, reaching in and loop up. So I'm just going to remove the body off the loom. Careful. Just going to put my hook in at the top and remove it. And we're just going to put her to the side. I'm going to use the bottom of my loom until we're ready to use this part. Now we're going to make her head. So I'm going to start at the top on the left, and I'm going to go up to the middle using double bands of the dark brown, and on the other side, so from the center down to the right. Now double bands of your dark color, you're going to go down twice on the right and twice on the left and twice in the middle. So 1 and 2. Now on the left, 1 and 2. Just going to fix. And in the center, dark brown, 1 and 2. Now I'm going to switch to my lighter color, and I'm going to go down once on the right and once on the left. So 1, and now on the left. And now I'm going to close it off, so double bands. I'm going to go from the center up to the right, and then center up to the left. I'm going to close off the center, double bands, 1 and 2. Now I'm going to put holding bands. So I'm going to make a triangle band. So I'm going to use the dark brown at the top. So on your second pegs, make a triangle. I'm going to switch to the lighter color below that and make another triangle, and one more. I'm just going to push down these bands, and I'm going to make the ears now. So I will be using my hook, and we're going to take a single band of the dark brown and wrap it around our hook 4 times. So this would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grabbing double bands, support with your finger, and pinch and slide on. Grabbing both ends. This is one ear, and I'm going to place this at the top peg on the left, and we're going to do another one for the right. single band, wrap 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And taking double bands, support with your finger, pinch, and slide on. And on the top peg on the right. So now we're going to do the side pieces of her cheeks here. And I'm just going to use the bottom part of my loom. Starting with double bands, I'm going to go down on the right once. So I'm just going to go at the bottom here. In the center, I'm going to go down twice using double bands, and we're going to start at the peg above where we are at the right. So we're just kind of on an angle, and go down one more time. Taking double bands, I'm going to go from the center up to the right. Taking a single, I'm going to cap the end, so push your bands down, and I'm going to cap it 3 times. So 1, 2, and 3. We need a holding band. So I'm going to place a single band doubled from the center down to the right. So a single band, doubled, and placed on. It should look like this. We are going to loop up now, so grab your hook and reach in, grabbing the top 2 bands that are going to your right. And now you're just looping up. So I'm going to go in the center and loop up. 1 and 2. Now this band on the right. And now when you're moving off the loom, be very careful. Just take your hook, go in on the right, remove the bands, and then reach in the middle and remove the bands. This is going to be the right side cheek, and we will do the left side in a second. You should have 8 loops around your hook. The first 4 loops are going to go on your last peg here on the right. So this is your 4th going down, and then your next 4 are going to go on your 3rd peg going down. So you're just going to pinch and slide on, and pinch and slide on, making sure you cut all the loops. Now we're going to do the left side. So we're going to do just kind of a reversed. So grabbing double bands, I'm going to go on the left now and go down once. Double band, I'm going to go in the center twice, starting at the peg above the left. And just one more. Double bands, I'm going to close this off. So from the left down to the center, we're going to cap the end in the middle 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. We need a holding band, so a double, a single, doubled, and I'm going to go from the center down to the left. This is what you should have. We're ready to loop, so grabbing your hook and grab the top 2 bands, and they should be going to your left. Now just loop up. Again, we're going to remove off the loom, so I'm going to reach in the center and then the left. So the center, remove the bands, on the left, and remove the bands. You can fix your loops. Just give me a second. Now the first 4 loops are going to go on your 3rd peg going down, and then the next 4 loops are going to go on your 4th. So pinch and slide on, and the next one. Don't lose your loops. And just make sure that you have everything on. Now we're going to do the eyes. So, my foot's asleep. I am going to use the pony beads. And If you don't have pony beads, you can use 2 black and 2 white. So I can show you how to do the bands. If you are doing the pony beads, you can slide them on a single dark brown. So I would take 2 black and wrap it around your hook 4 times. I haven't tried this, but they always look cute. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a single white band. You can wrap it twice on either side. So 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. And a black, again, 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And a single white, twice on either side. 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. And you can slide this on a single dark brown. And you can put this on your second pegs going down on either side. I'll be using the pony beads, sliding on. And placing on the loom. And now we just need a nose. So I'm going to use a single, it's like the pink color from the skin tone mixed bag. And I'm going to use this. You can use a dark pink if you like. So I'm just going to take the band and wrap it around my hook 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I have 4 loops. And I'm going to slide this on my lighter color. So support with your finger, pinch, and slide on. And that's our nose. So I'm going to attach this on my 3rd pegs going down on either side. Now we're going to grab the body. So I'm just going to remove. Make sure that you're not going to place the body on backwards. So her back and her front should be like this with more bands here in the front area. So you're going to pinch and slide on. And we're ready to loop. Now, before you start to loop, we're going to place our teeth. So you're going to need 2 white bands. When you're looping, we're going to loop 1 band on one of these. Maybe I should just show you to loop first, sorry. Take a single band and loop it around your hook 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you have 4 loops on your hook. Do this again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now you have 2 bands. When we're looping the top 2 bands, we're going to grab just a single and slide 1 on. Then we're going to loop. Then we're going to grab the other single and slide these on and loop. So just reach in, grabbing just 1 band, the top band, and slide it on. And loop forward. Reach back in to grab the next band. Your next band here, and slide this on. So single, pinch, and slide on, and loop forward. Now I'm going to reach in and grab the next top 2 bands, and they should be going to the left. And reach back in, grabbing the next, and they're going to the right. Now I'm just going to loop up on my right. So reach in and just grab your bottom 2 bands all the way up. Relieve some tension. And again, you can relieve some tension by moving your hook around and go up. Do not grab the eye band or the holding band. And I'm going to move the ear out of the way and loop the top. Now on the left, just grabbing the bottom bands. and loop up. Now I'm going to reach in at the 4th peg going down and loop up. I'm going to loop right on top of the nose, separate the eyes, and go up. Normally I would attach eyelashes to this band here. I just found it a bit scary, so I'm going to do it at the end. So taking a single, we're going to do a slip knot. You can do a double, but I'm going to use just one. Reaching in and grab the single and grab both ends and slide it over. Now remove off the loom. So this would be your front with the more bands here. We're just going to push her eyes through and her teeth. I'm going to take this slip knot band and I'm just going to hide it in the back. So turning her over and just going through the middle of the head, grabbing that band and bring it down and hide it. Now, I am going to grab 2 black bands and we're going to do the eyelashes if you wish. They're just right here. So what I'm going to do is you'll have bands going towards the side. I am just going to grab one of those bands. So you will see 1, 2, and 3 bands going sideways. I'm just grabbing the bottom band and I'm going to put my hook through it. And grabbing a single black, I'm just going to do a slip knot. Supporting with my finger and grabbing both ends and doing a slip knot. I'm just going to support where the knot part is and give it a little tug. And now I'm going to do the other side. So again, you'll have 3 bands going to sideways. Reach in and grab the bottom band. Put your hook through and grab that single. I'm just going to support it with my finger and bring it both ends on my hook and do a slip knot. Again, supporting the knot with my finger and give it a tug. Now, if your bands are going down, just give it a little twist with your finger, a little curl, and it will go up. Now what you're going to do is take your hook and you're going to hide that little knot. Just push it down towards the back. It might just take you a second. And now you're just going to take your scissors and cut that. My knot's coming apart. And just take your scissors. Don't cut it too short and you don't want to cut it too long. Now for her, she's pretty much fixed, but for her teeth, you just want to move them around and kind of give them a twist around like you would for the eyes if you were using bands. And you can just twist them around. Now you do have to find the nose. So going through the center bands here, we're just going to look for the nose. All 4 loops. They're in there somewhere. And bring it towards the front. And again, just fix it like you would fix the eyes if they were bands. And just give it a tug towards the front. For her face, if it's separated here, just give her cheeks a little stretch and squish her face together. And flatten the eyes. Now you can take a black marker if you used beads, do little circles, and you just attach the skirt. So open the skirt up, and slide it on. You can fix the bikini part, and she's done. I hope you enjoyed Looming with Cheryl. Please subscribe down below. I have a lot more designs to load, and I'll see you next time with another. Bye for now.